Is Matt Cardona WWE bound? We'll talk about it. Plus, WWE and TNA titles are unifying. And we have an update on the retirement of AJ Styles. It's all in the Cultaholic Wrestling news right now. Been a lot of conversation around Matt Cardona lately.
The king of the indies, Tom. The guy who loves the indies more than wrestlers love the indies ever.
He loves the indies. I've enjoyed the TikToks he's been doing where he sat on the ring apron going, why don't wrestlers sell more merch? What you need to do, just retweet the posters. Like, I've enjoyed them. I sound like I have, but I've enjoyed them. But obviously, people have been talking about him on the indies, as always. John Cena's been talking about him. We saw Cody Rhodes talking about him recently. And this all comes despite the fact there's been no overtures for Matt Cardona to return to WWE.
Well, Cardona himself with Chris Van Vliet a few weeks, months, I don't know what the timeline is, ago was saying, why haven't they... I just don't get why they haven't called me. I don't get it.
Where's the phone? Where's the phone ringing anymore? However, something happened on last night's TNA Impact, which suggests that's about to change.
Dark State appeared. They can slither anywhere. We don't know when. We don't know where. They know when. They know where. And it was last night's TNA show.
But I know they'll meet again some sunny day.
That was their promo on this week's NXT. We don't know. You don't know when, but we know when. We can go anywhere. But you don't know. We know, though. Oh, we're Dark State. It was complete with Dark State or Timu Nexus sign in the background of shot. They attacked Matt Cardona after his match with Eddie Edwards. Big old assisted powerbomb. Ba-ba-boom. And then they walked away laughing.
They did. Then Matt Cardona dusted himself off and took to Twitter and said, okay, Dark State, 4 against 1. I'll find my backup.
Stay hype!
Oh, could you imagine?
I think he bloody hates the hype bros as Matt Cardona, so I don't think so, but it would be fun.
There was a thing on Twitter about wrestling merch that you hate recently, and he shared the Hype Bros shirt, which makes me think it actually might be. That would be hilarious.
Imagine if it was Mojo and then Mojo's best friend Adam Pacitti, who's busy. No, he's not busy at the moment, is he? So he got stuff on.
Oh
and then
my God!
Just need one more, yeah.
That's as good. That's it. Just bury the shark. Imagine them 4 turning up. That'd be amazing. So yeah, it looks now. Obviously, nothing's been set there, but it certainly would appear that Matt Cardona is going to land on NXT sooner rather than later to get some Ruenge against Dark State.
Yeah, Matthew presented something quite interesting to me yesterday on the Cultaholic Wrestling podcast.
Did he drop his trousers as he did it like normal?
No, he did not. Just to get that out there. He said that because it feels like WWE had bought TNA without saying we've bought TNA, and I was like, well, it's just weird how we're doing things here. And then Matthew was like, well, pal, there's rules about monopolization of the business in the United States of America. So they haven't bought it, but they're working with it in the way that it looks like they've bought it, but they haven't, just to get around those monopolization rules. So I don't think Matt Cardona will sign with WWE, but I think it'll be like what Joe Hendry has been doing recently, what Jordan Grace was doing before she signed Good and Proper. You'll have a couple of appearances in the shed, couple of appearances in the TNA shows, and then who knows what might happen after that.
So so it's not, we haven't bought them, we're just working with them.
But it looks like we've bought them.
It looks like we've bought them. Further point is this particular bit of business that's taking place at Slammiversary. For the first time ever, the NXT Women's Championship will be defended at Slammiversary, but there's so much more to this.
Oh my goodness me, who could it be against? This is the first thing we need to answer, because
That's
Evolution, of course, Jordan Grace will be challenging the NXT Women's Champion, JC Jane, in a singles match. My goodness me, I fully expect Jordan Grace to win, Tom.
Well, I was kind of umming and ahhing about it, because this might be one of those things where it's a way of giving JC Jane a key dub in her title reign. But now, having seen what I've seen here, this feels like JC Jane is a transitional champion to get the belt from there to there.
Because there is a little bit of history between Jordan Grace and Masha Slamovich, of course.
It is indeed. There is a lot of l'histoire. And that brings us to Slammiversary, which we'll see whoever the NXT Women's Champion is facing and defending their title against the TNA Knockouts World Champion, Masha Slamovich, with both titles on the line. Winner take all. We could see somebody with a WWE title on the one shoulder and a TNA title on the other.
Wow. Have we ever seen that before?
I was flogging my memory to think whether we had, and I don't know whether we have.
Let's just say we haven't. My goodness me, Jordan Grace is going to make history when she beats Slamovich. I was looking at 2 matches in 2024. each person won. So this is like a rubber match of the more recent matches between the pair of them.
They got great chemistry as well. That's an amazing addition to Slammiversary to have that going down as well. But going back to WWE, let's talk Jelly Roll, shall we? It's a slightly quieter week than normal when Jelly Roll becomes the talking point in the wrestling news. And it looks like he's doing some stuff with WWE in the coming months.
Yeah, WrestleVotes have got the scope here, saying according to sources, several within WWE expect Jelly Roll's upcoming appearance on SmackDown to be the start of something more. There's anticipation he will make additional appearances in the near future. Worth noting, while currently touring, Jelly Roll is off the first weekend of August. And what's happening the first weekend of August?
Barbecues.
My birthday.
And your birthday.
SummerSlam.
In order of importance, Ross's birthday, Campbell Family Barbecue, SummerSlam.
And Jelly Roll.
Rise Somerset at the Brudenell in Leeds.
Jelly Roll's got l'histoire, as you were saying there. Listerine, it's SummerSlam. Because he attacked Austin Theory this time, or SummerSlam last year. Or was it the year before? In the last 2 years, he attacked Austin Theory with a big powerbomb, didn't he, in the ring?
Oh, see, whether or not he'll be able to do it this time, I don't know, because I know whether you've seen Jelly Roll lately. He's becoming a cruiserweight. Whoa, slinky boy, Jelly Roll. Very nice.
He'll be doing a Tope Con Hello soon.
Oh, do you watch? Oh, he's going to land
Tope Con Jello.
Oh,
Let's
there
go.
you go. He's done it. From Tope Con hello to Tope Con goodbye, as it looks as if AJ Styles' retirement is drawing ever closer. It was reported last year that AJ Styles has signed one more deal with WWE, and the contract was coming to an end. And he had said in previous interviews it was going to be his last one. However, he got injured at the start of the year. A little bit of time has been added onto that. So his future's somewhat in doubt, but Fightful Select gives us an update.
Yes, they have the scoop saying Styles had signed a one-year contract extension with the WWE. Fightful did not get any clarity as to when the extension would have been signed or when it would expire, because it's all up in the air about the old injury time being on it, I assume. Yeah,
so there's not quite sure where that is, but this isn't a new contract because Styles has said, I ain't signing a new contract, but this is an extension, which I would say, if AJ's going to retire, it's probably looking like it's going to be next year, I'm going to say, because we've got the John Cena retirement tour taking place. And I feel like it doesn't seem right to have the AJ Styles retirement overlap with the John Cena one. I feel like AJ deserves his own flowers and his own time frame to do that and tell that story.
Yeah.
Unless you tie it into the John Cena WWE title run and you do Styles Cena one more time and it's a retirement match, but I don't think there's the time that you can really invest that in now. Yeah. Especially when it looks as if John Cena's WWE title reign is on the end.
And he's turning face soon, you would think.
Exactly, there's that as well. So I reckon next year we'll probably say farewell to AJ Styles. I think we get him one more time in the Rumble. Maybe they do it so WrestleMania is his final match.
Again, Shane McMahon. Run it back. The best match at WrestleMania 33.
I think they might run it back. No, they won't.
But AEW, I just assumed that it would be a foregone conclusion that eventually AJ Styles would have a couple of matches in AEW. It just seems like a thing that would fit too well.
He'd spoken about this and said that he'd had conversations with AEW, the Young Bucks in particular, but ended up really not getting as far as discussing money, which is why that hasn't been the case. And then again, to quote AJ Styles, he wants to retire. He wants this WWE contract to be his last as an active wrestler, it seems. So I think he wants to kind of go out in WWE, but it would be a shame that we wouldn't get at least one match in another company. Not so much AEW. One more match in TNA. Yeah. Come on. Why are we playing silly buggers about this? They don't own TNA. Slammiversary's coming up. Why are we playing? There must be something under. If we don't see AJ Styles turn up at Slammiversary, something's gone. Something's a bit weird there.
He'll be there via video link, Tom. You'll be satisfied with that as well.
But every WWE wrestler is going to the TNA Impact Zone except AJ Styles, and it feels like something's happened there. I don't know, but I want to see AJ back in that Impact Zone.
It would seem quite easy to make a deal with Styles. All you need to do is throw him a couple of more fruit machines through his games room, and then you're fine.
That's it. It's an easy bit of business. Come on, away. For the very latest wrestling news at any time, you can check out Cultaholic.com. Stay safe.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.